Hello vlog. It's very nice to see you. Can I just say I really enjoy having you guys join me while I do work and I get to chat rather than sitting here in solitude all alone in my house until my children come home anyway. It's just really nice to have you here. So in today's video, we've got to get cracking on all of our Christmas ornaments because I got the email from the event coordinator for the Christmas market that they need product photos so that they can promote the event, and I don't have anything ready because I got distracted with my rosy maple moth and the death set moth. Even though I do want those done for Christmas, they're not technically the priority. The Christmas stuff is the priority. So let's get to work. I have to sketch first. Okay, let's get to sketching. I've got some very rough sketches going on here. Some of them I'm really not sure about. And I also need to remember that not all of these are like perfectly circular, even though that is how I'm like sketching these out first. So I feel like some adjustements need to be made. I have this one. Simple mushroom. I had this idea of like a moon with the ornaments hanging down off of it. I don't know about these trees or not. I'm also going to see about this other design idea for this, but it would be cool if that was like a little scene inside the moon. And then I've just got like this reindeer head shape. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I do want to have one that's like a silhouette kind of like this. And then something like this where the tree is kind of going outside of that circle and it's like a little scene. I really like, I'm a millennial, so don't come for me, but in Harry Potter, the Patronus with the deer, right? Kind of what I'm thinking, because millennial and magic in general, so. And then this is the last page. I have a stack of books with tea on top, and I think I'm going to add some like extra stuff in there. This is the one that's like super rough. I was thinking of like it being a lantern and then having a little scene in there of like people chilling by the fire that is actually a candle, but I don't know, that I feel like that might be too much work. And then just this snowflake. This snowflake is actually a design from last year, and I made my notepads. Yeah, so I figured maybe do something like that. We shall see. The decorating for Christmas has begun. Let me turn you around. We've got decorations and more decorations and my big old garland that, oh, wait, let me show you. Ta-da! We don't want the bulbs to burn out though. So I had a really rough couple of days, basically starting my upload day on YouTube. I came into my very first roadblock where it takes like hours in order for a video to upload. And in like the last 5 minutes, YouTube does a check for any kind of restrictions. And I had a copyright restriction for some of the music that I used, which seemed so small with everything else. Unfortunately, one of my family members got really sick and had to go to the hospital, and it was a life-threatening situation, quite a scary situation. So I was dealing with that, and there was just other things in my personal life that didn't go to plan. So I needed to find some joy, and you heard it here first, folks. Christmas is my joy. I love spooky season, don't get me wrong, but Christmas is just everything. It brings out all of the nostalgia feelings. It brings out all of the joy, and I needed a brain break and I needed some joy. So we decorated for Christmas. However, today is Saturday and I have nothing done. I have done some work sketching. Not all of the sketches are done. Not all of the sketches are looking the way that I want them to, but I do have some of them done at least. So I want to do a stained glass effect of mushrooms. It might not be super Christmassy, but it's something I want to do anyway. But I was worried about all of those lines and making sure that the weight of those lines are all the same. And with a paintbrush, like, I still feel fairly inexperienced, and I feel like my line work and making sure that the weight of the lines is the same is not great at this point. So I'm trying to solve a problem with paint pens. This one, as I said, is super fine. And then I also got this pack. Ooh, very Christmassy. The weight of the line is a little thicker. Two more that I feel pretty confident are done is just a stack of books with some tea and pine cones, and then just this heart-shaped ball of yarn. Anyway, let's get to printing and transferring and getting this shit done. I know that I said what I just said, but before doing any of the printing, I just want to finish filling in this moon with all of the botanicals and then start printing. You want to watch me draw? Do you want to watch me draw? What do we think? I kind of love, actually. All right. Okay, we have the paper printed, and it looks like my sizing is pretty good. I think first things first, I'm gonna at least take a stack out. I'm gonna quality check within reason. A lot of time this weekend drawing, coming up with my ideas for the ornaments, and one of the designs is this moon with the ornaments hanging down. As I was drawing this, I was trying to gauge how small to make all of these little botanical elements within the moon, and believe it or not, I had it smaller than this at first, and halfway through I was like, no, it should probably be bigger, but I kept on going back and forth and realized that I'm not going to know until I have it printed, and I do have them printed near perfect. Very proud of myself for that. This is still way too intricate for me to be painting at this size. I did start painting this one, just a stack of books with some pine cones and a cup of tea or coffee on the top. And I definitely think that it needs a background. Even just a simple, just one color background, because it's kind of getting lost and some of the details and stuff are kind of getting lost. This was my tester. It's a ball of yarn, as you can see, with a crochet hook, and it has a little heart. And then after I had painted the ball of yarn, it just looked too empty. So I was like, what else could I fit in there? And crochet all day was it, apparently. I have this one that I need to test out still. It's gonna be like a stained glass esque mushroom situation. Love that. That's pretty much it for how far I've gotten with the ornaments. I haven't really done any further drawing or anything so far. And those are the only 4 that I initially had printed out because I've had so much on my plate. Obviously, like, I have to get my product photography in, but the market itself isn't for... I was just looking for my phone, but you are right there. It's the 18th and it's on the 7th. So 1 weekend, 2 weekends away? Is it 2 weekends? No, 3 weekends. It's 3 weekends away. So this weekend, the next weekend, and the next weekend, I basically have 3 weeks to get all of these ornaments done. The very first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to redraw the botanicals for this. So let's get to it. My desk is a mess. Like, my desk is always a mess. Don't look at it. I mean, you're about to look at it because... Shh. It's fine. Maybe I should just, like, tidy it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just... let's just tidy this up just, like, a little bit here. I've got a lot of stuff to do today. So I should... Oh, look. It's a bag of paint. It's a jar of dirt. It's my jar of dirt. Looking at the difference between the two, I still like this one better. I like it more jam-packed like that, but this one's a little bit more realistic, so. All right, so here's the plan for right now. We're gonna top down. I decided that for this one, I'm not gonna have writing. I didn't like any of the fonts that I was looking at, so I think I'm just gonna paint the background and maybe do like little dots or something, just something cute to give it that extra whatever it is that I was looking for, and just have that itself. I do have this snowflake from my notepads that I created. So I printed that out because I'm gonna have to paint that first, and then also printed this out for the text to go over top of it. We've got the mushroom, of course. We've got another stained glass inspired kind of snowflake that I would like to do. We've got the redone moon, and we have stained glass inspired Christmas tree. So here's the ones that we're looking at right now, and I'm going to start transferring all of these sketches, at least one of each, onto my wood rounds. Anyway, let's get into it. So I've got this one done. I'm not like 100% on it. I still think that it's cute though. To have that like hanging on your tree, right? Maybe, possibly, perhaps. It's just not coming out the way that I saw it in my head, but whatever. I think it's cool. It's a cool little effect. So there's that. And I mean, I get to paint it again at least 2 more times, and it's going to come out different every single time. So on to some more. video, I have been working not only on these ornaments, but also some polymer clay ornaments and some stickers for new sticker packs. But this video was gonna end up being like 2 hours long if I included everything. So I think we're gonna break it up. This time we just focused on the wood round ornaments. Next week, I don't know if it's gonna be the polymer clay ones or sticker packs or both. I'm not sure. We'll see when we get there. But yeah, let me show you all of the ones that I got done so far. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you could like, comment, subscribe, any of the things to help out the channel, I'd super appreciate it. And I think that's everything. Okay, I love you. Bye.